Hey, 50 Cent then canceled Big Meech's tour, and he said how much he paid.
Anybody have any idea why the Big Meech concert is canceled?
50 Cent don't ask him about it. He wish everybody the best. He has nothing to do with it. He was the first one to post that quick.
So, 50 Cent has finally pulled back the curtain and revealed just how much he dropped to cancel Big Meech's tour. And let me tell you, the number will have your jaw on the floor. After all the drama between these two, 50's been real quiet about the behind-the-scenes business, but now we're getting the tea straight from the horse's mouth. You won't believe how much it cost to shut that tour down. And the reason might even surprise you. First, let's start with the concert. So Big Meech's Welcome Back concert was supposed to go down on February 13th, 2025 at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. The whole event was meant to celebrate Meech's release after serving a 15-year sentence, and it was going to be a major moment in the hip-hop world.
She was convicted of running a huge criminal enterprise stretching from Atlanta to Detroit and several other states. The story of Big Meech, who headed up the Black Mafia family, is also the source of a popular TV show that has been filmed right here in Atlanta. And this week, after serving nearly 20 years in prison for racketeering, dealing, and running a criminal enterprise, he is out of prison.
Big names like Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, Moneybagg Yo, and Boozy were all on the lineup. This was shaping up to be a huge celebration, bringing together some of the hottest artists in the game to honor Meech's return.
Ricky Rose, the time has come. Meech home. February 13th, get your tickets right now, it's going down. We know Florida gonna be there, Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building, making history. Meech, who else coming?
The whole nation, Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up.
Woo. We gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there.
But just hours before the concert was set to kick off, everything came crashing down. The Amerant Bank Arena announced the cancellation on social media, citing unforeseen circumstances as the reason. Of course, no one really knows what those unforeseen circumstances were, and the internet quickly started buzzing with theories. Despite the last-minute cancellation, the hype surrounding the event had already made waves in the hip-hop community. Fans were eagerly anticipating the show, and it was shaping up to be one of the biggest moments of the year. Now, with everything falling apart at the last minute, people are left wondering what really went down behind the scenes to cancel such a major event. We've got a few theories as to what happened here. So 50 Cent is out here spilling some serious shade, claiming that Lil Baby flaked on the show. Apparently, Lil Baby rolled up in a Ferrari truck, pockets heavy with cash, but didn't actually contribute anything to the concert. Tony Yayo pulled up with the receipts on that story.
But when we go to your crib, and me and Murder sitting in the backyard, and you like, yo, Lil Baby ain't give me no money. He came in a Ferrari truck, he had the Ferrari truck, he had 4 pockets full. I'm looking at this like, yo, this nigga tripping. Like, Lil Baby he's not obligated to give you nothing. I looked at it like, from that point, maybe 50 should have brung a bag for Meech and maybe a watch or something. Because obviously that's what Ross did or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I had in mind. Because he said it to me and Murder, and I'm sitting there analyzing it like, damn, still wanted some bread, or maybe he spent all the bread because he made a couple of million with 5. My whole thing is, maybe the relationship would be good as if you save some money for your pops.
And 50 had to ask, Lil Baby was 5 when you got indicted, WTF he owe you? But wait, there's more! Boosie was also caught up in this mess. Word on the street is he spent over $10,000 getting ready for the concert, only for it to fall apart. And he didn't even give him any explanation.
I had to hustle. I was club to club, strip club to strip club, trying to make me some money.
Right, because you spent money getting out there.
Yeah, I spent money getting hotels. I brung me, my tootie, my family, you know, like so.
How many people did you fly out there?
We drove.
Oh, you drove?
Well, they drove.
Okay.
I flew. Probably about 12 people drove in 3 cars.
Meaning you had what?
Tootie got his own Airbnb. I had to get hotels.
Right.
Clothes.
Right. So you're probably at least 10,000 in.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Gas for the cars back.
All that.
You know.
Okay. And did Meech give you any sort of explanation as to what happened? Because it is still his show.
Nah.
Now 50 Cent is also hinting that there might have been more no-shows than we're hearing about. He dropped a post saying, y'all gonna be disappointed if Lil Baby don't show up? When Skilla Baby don't show up? When I Swear Vezzo don't show up? Like, come on, is the whole thing just falling apart or what? But here's where it gets even messier. People are starting to wonder if Big Meech was low-key expecting free performances. Remember when Sexy Red tweeted, "Where to welcome home party at I'm Trona perform for the free ski?" Sounds like she was down to perform for free when word spread about Meech's early release. Is that what Big Meech was counting on from other artists too? All this drama has led to some serious side-eyeing of Big Meech. Some folks are accusing him of expecting donations or support just because of his status in the hip-hop world, but no one's confirmed that. Yet the speculation is real. And of course, all of this went down on social media, sparking even more gossip and chatter about what really happened behind the scenes. So, what's the real reason the concert was canceled? Some suggest that artists may have pulled out because their teams weren't getting paid.
It might have been a promotion thing. Because, them rappers I'm quite sure could sell out arenas, the big names. They do Rolling Loud and do all the biggest events. Shout out to all them artists, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe the business wasn't right, or maybe you never know. Maybe artists was like, hold on, I want my bag now. Because the artists will say they'll do something for free, but then management look at it like, we not getting paid. People, assistants look like, a free show, we not getting paid. So we could think whatever. All them artists could have backed out on their own. Like, that. It is a free show? Nah, that.
Well, as usual with these two, the truth is probably somewhere between all the mess and the rumors. Whatever the case, one thing is for sure. There's a growing rift between 50 and Meech. Not only did 50 make sure to make fun of the fact that the concert was canceled, he also seems to be on a mission to destroy Meech, his reputation, and his entire financial status. The drama between 50 Cent and Big Meech just keeps getting messier, and at this point, there's no turning back. Their relationship took a sharp nosedive after Meech got out of prison last year, but the real spark that set everything off was that Meech linked up with Rick Ross in January 2025. Yeah, that Rick Ross, the same one who's been beefing with 50 for years.
February 13th, the Big Meech Home benefit concert.
Meech popped up in a video with Rose to promote his big concert, and you already know that didn't sit right with 50. Once that video dropped, it was go time. 50 went straight to Instagram, throwing shade and calling Meech a rat. He even posted a picture of a rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech," taking direct shots at the fact that Meech may have snitched. And he didn't stop there. He brought up media personality 1090 Jake, claiming he had paperwork proving Meech snitched, and even dragged Tammy Cowens into the mix, hinting that she had some dirt on Meech too. But Meech wasn't having it. He shut down the accusations real quick, saying,
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
50, being 50, took the trolling to another level. He flooded social media with rat memes, shady posts, and even edited Meech's face into videos about snitches. But what makes this even wilder is how it's dragging in other people. 50's own son, Marquise Jackson, called out Meech too. More specifically, he called out his son. Speaking of 50 dragging in people into beefs, Lil Meech was one of the people who quickly got involved. Now, what's interesting here is that Lil Meech has always been on good terms with 50. He even publicly admitted he was confused about what's going on. For years, Lil Meech was just known as his daddy's son, but 50 came through and changed that. He took Lil Meech under his wing, put him in acting classes, and made him the star of BMF. The kid had zero acting experience, but 50 saw the vision, paid for his training, and turned him into a leading man. And guess what? It worked. Lil Meech stepped out of his father's shadow and built his own name. Everything was looking picture perfect until a messy drama entered the chat. That was the fact that Big Meech got out of the joint, and before you know it, Lil Meech started hanging out with his pops and taking some wrong turns. You see, 50 Cent helped put on Lil Meech, but he did not show much gratefulness for it, as we immediately sided with Ross, Floyd, and of course, his dad. Because of that, and 50 thought it was a good idea to start airing out private messages from Lil Meech, and one of them read, "They just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram, and now you're managing Skilla Baby with Rocket, when I brought him around you first and you didn't even know who he was. Now you mad at me? Bro, I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You acting like I'm your enemy when I've only ever shown you love and loyalty. I'm human. I go through my own S, but I never switched up on you. F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he could pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet here is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life." 50, being as shady as ever, hit him back with, "What next season?" basically hinting that Big Meech's decisions weren't just affecting himself, but his son and the BMF series too. One thing is clear, 50 Cent is not letting up on Big Meech and Lil Meech, and now he's taking aim at their pockets. 50 is out here painting the entire Meech family as broke and struggling, and the way he's doing it is straight up diabolical. First, he went and made a whole GoFundMe to help Big Meech pay his bills, setting the goal at a petty $10,000. And of course, he didn't keep this quiet. He blasted the link all over Instagram, making sure everybody saw it. The post blew up, racking up over 50,000 likes, with people either laughing at the stunt or wondering if there's actually some truth to Meech's financial troubles. But that's just the beginning. 50 has been on a full-time trolling spree, throwing AI-generated memes and shady posts at both Big Meech and Lil Meech. And the worst part? He's claiming he had to send Lil Meech to rehab for use on the BMF set, basically implying that Meech Jr. was out of control and needed 50 to clean up his mess. If that's not enough, 50 is now saying he's done more for Lil Meech than anyone else, even bailing him out multiple times. Translation, they owe him. And let's not forget the Welcome Back concert that was supposed to be a big moment for Big Meech, but ended up getting canceled. 50, being 50, wasted zero time clowning the situation, making it seem like Meech couldn't even afford to put on his own event. It's starting to look like 50 wants people to believe that the Meech family is financially down bad and desperate, a far cry from the powerful, flashy BMF image they built up over the years. At this point, it's not even just a beef, it's a humiliation campaign. 50 Cent is making it his mission to drag Big Meech and Lil Meech's entire lifestyle through the mud, and whether there's any truth to these money troubles or not, the hip-hop world is eating this up. Seeing what kind of damage 50 is dealing to Big Meech and his family might come as a surprise to some. However, others are well aware that this is something that 50 Cent thrives and feeds on ever since his younger days. 50 is out here proving, yet again, that he does not care who you are. If you cross him, he's coming for you full force, no hesitation. And right now, Big Meech and Lil Meech are learning that the hard way. He's been dragging Big Meech online, throwing around snitching allegations and posting rap memes to get his point across. But it's not just petty insults. 50 is hitting where it really hurts. He even threatened to pull the plug on the BMF TV series, a show that not only tells the story of the Black Mafia family, but also brings in a serious bag for the Flannerys. If he follows through, that's a major financial hit. And Lil Meech, he's not safe either. 50 went and leaked their private text messages for the whole world to see, taking their beef from a public feud to straight up personal. This isn't just about ego, this is 50 Cent's playbook. He's been like this forever. He doesn't just fight his enemies, he destroys them using every tool at his disposal. Street tactics, business moves, media power, whatever it takes. He's always said the business world is worse than the streets because it'll rob you without you even realizing it. And he plays that game better than anyone. At the end of the day, 50 thrives on conflict. Whether it's in music, TV, or business, he stays ready for war. And once you're on his hit list, good luck. 50 Cent stays, proving that nobody plays the game like him. When it comes to beef, he's not just in it for the moment, he's in it for the long run, always finding ways to finesse his enemies and keep his name buzzing. And let's be real, nobody has felt 50's wrath quite like Rick Ross, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. With Rick Ross, it's been non-stop smoke since 2009. 50 started the feud and immediately went for the jugular, dragging Ross's past as a correctional officer and straight up clowning his street credibility. And even now, 50 stays on Ross's neck, roasting him over album sales, flopped concerts, and anything else he can find. Ross even tried to wave the white flag for business purposes, but 50, he's never letting up.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I want to say to everyone, that I hope that that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world,
Then there's Jay-Z. That tension? It's been there since 50 stepped into the industry. From How to Rob to showing up uninvited at Jay-Z's Screamfest 2007 performance, making Jay, Kanye, and T.I. look mad uncomfortable, 50 has never let Hav rest easy. He plays it off as just friendly competition, but we all know there's way more to it. And somehow, 50 always finds a way to make himself the topic in any conversation about Jay.
When you see the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing, he just wasn't actively being out there because they was dealing with that. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career, Now,
Kanye, 50 doesn't directly go at Ye the way he does with others, but best believe he knows how to use Kanye's mess to his advantage. Anytime there's drama between Ye and Jay, 50 finds a way to slide in and make himself relevant. He's strategic with it, never fully picking a side, but always making sure he's in the mix. And that's really 50's entire strategy. He's a master at flipping minor situations into headline-making beefs, whether it's through social media trolling, digging up past dirt, or just pulling up to make people uncomfortable. He knows exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, that video was full of info. Shit, it really wasn't much I could add to it. I ain't know a lot of that shit, man. That nigga Big Meech came on, 50 Cent like, nah, I don't like the way you acting. That shit crazy.